folks, time for another video and shave. Alrighty, the weekend is here. Not that it matters, because it seems that every day is the weekend with everybody cooped up in the house with this, lockdown that we're still going through here. But I do have something that's fun for me, and maybe fun for you guys, is I had a scent about 2 years ago from Stirling, which I loved. It was a seasonal scent, and I only had 2 ounces of it, so I went through it pretty quickly. But they just re-released it, so of course I picked up a nice 5.8 ounce container of Weekend in Malibu. Yum. Delicious. Now, like I said in past videos, I'm not a big seasonal kind of guy. Just go with whatever. But I like my aquatic scents too. And this is very, very pleasing. And now I have 5.8 ounces. Well, maybe a little less since I put some in my bowl today. But it's got notes of citrus, vanilla, sandalwood, lily of the valley. That's what they claim is in this. But I just like it because it's nice and fresh, and never been to Malibu. I did spend plenty of time in California back in the late 80s. So, but I never really hung out in Malibu, so I can't tell you if it really smells like Malibu. But since it is the weekend, might as well shave with some Weekend in Malibu. It finally came in. I've been waiting for this all week. I got another Stirling scent, which I'll be shaving with in another video, but I'll tell you about that in the next video. This is good stuff. Anyway, so I figured today, I got 2 days of growth. Freaking itchy. And my wife, she snuck the heat on last night because it was a little cold. But usually when she does it, I turn the duct off that's on my side of the bed down so the heat doesn't kind of get on me. But I kind of woke up and I was like, who turned the heat on? So I'm a little gruff. Some little coffee today in the old Long Beach Island, New Jersey mug, since it's here in New Jersey with me. That's just coffee, folks, but cheers. So I am going to be shaving with the awesome Timeless Bronze Open Comb today that my subscriber and buddy Steven sent me. There's that nice bronze Timeless razor. It is a gorgeous looking razor. It is open comb. And I was thinking, what blade should I put in here today? And I went through my blade drawer yesterday, kind of organized it, because some of the blades came out of the tucks and whatnot. So I got a Pole Silver kind of sitting there, so I'm going to shave with a Pole Silver. Now, I have a gripe with Pole Silver. It's a great blade, but man, they put so much wax on the actual blade in the packaging. You could probably see it through the packaging. See those big blobs of wax in there? So what I actually do is I actually soak it in very hot water to get the wax off before I put it on my razor. Man. Anyway, I got that awesome Weekend in Malibu already lathered up in my bowl. I'm using my Molten silver brush today with the 28mm Timberwolf knot in there, and the brush handle itself is by Rich Man Shaving. If you hear noise in the background, the grandkids are over early this morning because I wanted to get up early and do this video so I can post it on Saturday today. Alright, so it's been about a half hour since my shower. Face, of course, is dried up as usual. I'm not going to do pre-shave today, just because I love the soap and I know Stirling is slick. So let's go with the Weekend in Malibu. By the way, I'll put up the scent profile. Beforehand, not now. Such a nice clean, what's cream? Clean, crisp scent. Wow, that's such an awesome scent. I see that about a lot of my soaps, but just painting my nose there like I'm going to shave it. And you can tell how nice and silky smooth this lather is. Yeah, I just whipped it up in the bowl so you guys didn't have to wait the few minutes. I know some people get mad. They want to see the lather being created, but it's such an easy soap to whip up. I want to know how Reed from Shave Cave clears his lips without touching his lips. He's got some kind of method there. Almost looks like he's eating the soap, which maybe he is. Alright, so let's go with the Timeless Bronze Open Comb Pole Silver on its first use. And I cleared all the blobs of wax off that blade. I just dipped in hot water. I don't wipe it because I don't want to wipe the blade. And my water is very hot here, so. One thing I'll give you about this open comb bronze is I'm not a big fan of open comb razors, but this one is so smooth. You don't even feel the combs, the teeth at all. I have a few vintage Gillette open comb razors, and wow, they're pretty, you definitely know you're shaving with an open comb razor, but this razor is so smooth. Eventually I will get the closed bar, safety bar plate for it. And the weight is spectacular. It's heavy, like I like my razors. The Pole Silver seems to be doing a very nice job in here. Yeah, I was on Stirling's website at the end of last week, and I was like, you know, the prices are so, you know, affordable on Stirling soaps, and you get so much, and it's a great soap. And I was like, hey, you know, I wonder if they have anything new. And then I saw that they had The Weekend in Malibu was re-released, and I was like, ooh. And I picked up another soap, which I will leave unnamed for the moment. It's one of their scents that they usually have in stock anyway, but I didn't have any left, so I ordered that too. But that'll be for an upcoming video. I noticed when I shaved in my last video, I didn't get as close up to my nostrils for some reason. And that's where my stubble grows in the fastest. So like by the next morning, I was like, it felt like I just had barbed wire growing under my nostrils. So very happy to do the shave today. That was a very awesomely smooth first pass. Great slickness on Stirling soaps. You know what I forgot to put in my cart? And it was very inexpensive. I wanted to try their pre-shave soap bar. And I forgot to put it on in the cart. It's only like $4, I think, or something like that. I see a few guys on there use it. think Jimmy from NYC Shaves uses the Stirling pre-shave soap. I just forgot to put it in my cart like a dummy. Great slickness on the soap. Alright, I have plenty of lather, so why do that dry? Even though it's not dry. Alright, before I actually slather up, I'm going to just grab a little more coffee. Delicious. My wife actually has been using the French press lately. She usually goes out every morning and grabs coffee, but usually for herself. And I'm usually using the Keurig machine. But since this lockdown, she's been brewing coffee every morning with the French press, which is makes very tasty coffee. This is such an awesome scent. I understand why it's a spring summer scent. Kind of reminds me of going down the Jersey Shore, throwing some suntan lotion on and chilling on the beach, even though I'm not a big beach guy. I'd just rather be on my bass boat on some nice lake. And that's that. Alright. Just clean up under the nose there because, don't want to sniff any of that lather in there. Timeless Bronze. Open comb. Very smooth razor. I am so lucky I have awesome subscribers and awesome shaving buddies in the industry here that send me some awesome gear. Even though my Rockwell razors get jealous, I think. Nice. I do have to hand it to Timeless. They do make their open comb is smooth. I shaved once with a borrowed Razor Rock Jaws, and I felt those teeth. So that's why I appreciate this razor, because it's very smooth. The Pole Silver definitely makes it enjoyable. I got that good this time under there. Yeah, I don't know. Last shave I just missed kind of right under my nostrils, which is kind of strange. I just have a little bit in my usual spot there. Under the chin, I'll just grab that with a little more lather. Nice relaxing morning here. Tomorrow is Easter, so happy Easter to everyone out there. Kind of stinks we have to be cooped up in the house, but that's okay. My kids are older, so it's like my grandkids live right next door, so it's not like we don't see them. They're actually here now making a ruckus. That's because they come over for grandma's Saturday morning pancakes. Alright, so that was the awesome timeless razor with the Pole Silver. Yeah, I am totally smooth as can be. Now, I mentioned in a couple of videos ago, somebody mentioned, I don't remember if it was Chris, but I'm a big Star Trek fan from the original series that came out in the 60s, just because that was my generation of Star Trek. And I don't know if you could tell, but I actually got my Star Trek shirt on. See the Star Trek logo? I know it's black, but I used to have a Star Trek mug in here for my brushes, but I didn't bring it back in when we moved here, so I will have to. Yeah, because Star Trek is just as old as I am. Aired September 8th, I believe, in 1966, and I was born December 8th, 1966. So Star Trek is a few months older than I am. Just in case you were wondering. I don't even know why I even brought that up. Just because I'm wearing my Star Trek shirt today. I do have a little weeper right there. But it's not like it's a gusher. By the way, I hope everybody's staying safe. Dealing with being cooped up in the house. I know it stinks. The sea monster, did you hear it? This sea monster sink. That was a great shave. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to hit my face up with some alum because I just want to feel the feedback on my face of how that Pole Silver was in that razor. I don't know why I dried my face. I always do that. Plus I got that little weeper which will take care of it. I'm going to use my Omega alum stick. The choice of alum in my den. I just like because it has that nice rounded end. Yeah, that was a pretty close shave because I'm getting some pretty good feedback there. You know, I need to start writing down when I use what razor blades and what razor, because I just haphazardly grab sometimes and I don't remember which was a great shave, a smooth shave with some razor blades and some different razors. I mean, I'm guessing the normal guy has basically one razor. But, you know, since I got the YouTube channel, I shave with a multitude of razors. And I never mark what blade I put in the razors. I usually have to go back to a video and look. I think I have 100 and almost 70 videos now. So, all right, so, ooh, my sink is looking fuzzy. There is plenty of whiskers in the sink. Let me just rinse it out because it's grossing me out. Yeah, so that was a good shave with that blade. I did get some feedback from the alum. I do have a small weeper by the edge of my mouth there, but nothing major. Yeah, and there's something else that I've been wanting to say is, you know, after I had my heart surgery, it's going to be a year coming up soon, but I'm on, like, you know, a ton of medication, and one of them is a lot of blood thinners. Now, I know some guys are afraid to shave with, like, DE razors or single-edge razors because of they're on blood thinners. I kind of nick myself occasionally. The only downside with the blood thinners are I don't really bleed like crazy unless it's a big cut. But sometimes 10 minutes after I shave, I'll be like, you know, doing my video, and all of a sudden I'll have like a blood spot come out. I thought, did you cut yourself? And that's the only thing that's weird sometimes about blood thinners. But don't be afraid to shave with your classic DE or, you know, single edge razors or even straights if you're into that. Because the blood thinners, I mean, I'm not saying definitely do it because I don't know how each individual is affected by their blood thinners, but for me, just gonna wash this towel. For me, as long as I don't really cut myself bad, but I have an awesome nick gel from Parasso that if I do nick myself bad, it definitely takes care of the bleeding. So, I know I saw a couple of posts somewhere. Somebody was saying that they were afraid to shave because they're on blood thinners. Take it easy. If you're gonna first try it, say if you're just like first on blood thinners, because like I says, you don't know, and everybody's different. So I mean, if I cut my arm or something like this in the house, it bleeds. It's a pain in the neck. I've actually grabbed that Parasso nick gel when I've cut like my arms or something, just like around the house if I, scratch it or something. Yeah, it's kind of stinks sometimes. But, wow, my face feels baby butt smooth. Alright, so while my face dries real quick, that was Weekend in Malibu by Stirling. Great scent. Very uplifting scent, I must say. And I used my 28mm Timberwolf knot in there. The Timberwolf knot was actually from Maggard's. I reknotted that brush. I think it had a 26 in it when I first got it. I'll rinse it off real quick for you. I know my video is probably running super duper late, but it's Saturday. Just chilling out. I heard that our local food stores have like nothing in it, so we're still pretty good as far as supplies. But I think probably by the end of next week we'll definitely have to, my wife will have to venture out, and she's pretty good at that, finding places with food and whatnot. Alright, so just misplaced my towel there for a second. Just whisk out this knot real quick. Wow, I got lather all over my hand. Look at that. Alrighty. So that was my molten silver with the 28 Timberwolf knot in it, 28mm. The handle's by Rich Man Shaving. It's my favorite bowl lathering brush. And now it's a 28mm in there now. It's nice and beefy. Good deal. Love that brush. Alright, my face is feeling nice and dry. So, why not finish it off with the matching Stirling aftershave balm. Which matches the soap perfectly. Oh, that smells so good. It goes into the skin nicely, soaks right in, doesn't leave your face all slimy and greasy. You're like, how come you didn't buy this splash? I don't know. I seem to like aftershave balms a little more than I do the aftershave splashes. Makes my old 53-year-old skin feel great. That's good stuff. In fact, it like soaks in already. Plus my face is like a sponge when it comes to like aftershave balms or like star jellies or stuff like that. I mean, I do like an aftershave splash occasionally. Gives you a little bit of a zing, you know, from the alcohol in there. And these are alcohol free. So that was the matching Weekend in Malibu aftershave balm. Good stuff. Alright folks, so if you enjoyed this shave, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And yeah, Weekend in Malibu is back on Stirling. I know it took like a 2-year hiatus because I remember I bought like a 2-ounce sample puck a few years ago. I used that up like rather quickly because I enjoyed it. And then I wanted to get more and I didn't have any. They didn't have any. I was like, bummer. I just saw last week that it was back. I know Jill just did a video on it and I've seen some videos, but I picked it up this week. It took a little longer to get here because of the pandemic with the post office, but it finally arrived yesterday. Thank God. And my face feels great. So also, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're getting up there in numbers again. As soon as I get like a handful more, basically I'm going to try to hit 300. We have another giveaway. Got something awesome to give away, which is also a secret. So anyway, until next shave, Glenn signing off.